J-Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. My sound was messed up for a second. I didn't know what was going on with that. Man, it's hot today. It's 90 degrees again, man. People, I don't see how they don't realize the climate's changing. But anyway, moving on to BMF, what we all here for. The finale was fire. I enjoyed it. I talked about it on my first reaction. I did want to put the link in the comments if anybody wanted to come up and talk about the show. But this last BMF episode, I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. We saw a lot, and they left it at a good place where it keeps me interested in the rest of the story and what happens. It ends with Meech getting pulled over in the Bentley with blood on his hands, and he just threw out that broken bottle, which, of course, sometimes in the heat of the moment, people don't think. The girl had it in her hand when they were leaving, and he took it from her hand, trying to help her. He threw it in the trash, but the thing is, it could be his fingerprints. It's got the blood. They could match the blood, show it's his blood. They could try to say he did it. I doubt the girl going to say she did it and take the rap for it. I'm wondering how that's all going to play out. I don't even know if that's a real incident, but it definitely is a cliffhanger, or like my friend Steven say, a hang cliff. What's up, Ambi? How you doing? Good to see you. Happy Friday. I'm glad you caught up. I'm glad I caught you. I was, on the live last night, but it was kind of early. But I did want to come and catch everybody Friday as well. What's up, Hope Lee? Damian Kenny, what's good, fam? The Suburbia Jones effect. What's up? You say I'm pretty sure the club has video. You got to think about it though. This is what, 99, 2000 at best. Probably not 2000 because Meech was born in April of 2000, so it was probably 99 still. And yeah, it was cameras. You're right. And sometimes when people talk about the 90s or early 2000s as if it was the Stone Age or the 70s, that's not true. It was cameras, but everywhere didn't always have a camera guaranteed like today. Pretty much every business got cameras guaranteed today. And then also the technology wasn't as good either. So they may have had cameras, that is true, but the technology might not have been as good. But then again, hey, maybe that's what saved his ass. It's a possibility. So that's a good point. What's good with you, man? Ambi Bambi, you say it is a real incident. Okay, damn. Yeah, when I was young, running the streets, partying and going out and stuff, I only did that from teenage years to maybe early 20s, mid 20s. And man, you never know what happened. There's so many times plan on going out, having a good time, get into it with something happen. I've seen people get shot, laid out, beat up by security. And I always would think, like, man, they left the house that day planning on having a good time, more than likely. And now look how it went, So I always kept that in mind. Like, things can go left real quick. And that's one reason as I got older, I may have still went out and did things, but I was by myself. I didn't actually go out with a bunch of people no more after I got older. Go by myself. I wasn't out trying to BMF the place. But the reason I would go by myself, because then it's a less chance of some incidents happening, because it's easier to control yourself and worry about yourself than 2 or 3 of your drunk friends, So anyway, there's been a couple times I'm minding my business and my friends got into fights. And now I'm pulled into something one way or another because of what they was doing. So, you know, Judah Music, you say, what up, though? All right, Detroit. Just to be clear, is the show done? So that's a good question. And then to answer the first part, just to be clear, it is no clear answer. That's the truth. It is no clear answer. And the way that they left the show, it could be another season. But the way 50 Cent feel and things is going, I don't know exactly how much power or control he has over the show. But maybe business will prevail and the show will continue because that's good business. Or maybe he shut it down. Who knows? I hope it stays at least one more season, finish it off. J Doe, what's good, man? How you doing? Antoine Herring, Queens Nation in the building. Salute. What's up, Queens Nation? Damian Kenny, you say Lamar and B. Mickey singing that 70s song. Shame. Shame. That's fame. Fame. They think that's what that was singing. Only love could cure the pain. If we lose our love, it's a shame. So you done dropped a new song on me, Dame. Dame Dollar. I don't know if I heard that one. Man, my dang on eye has been so dry. I've been needing some glasses more and more. CJ, you say it's crazy. The UFC has a BMF belt. What? The Coke champ. That can't be real, man. The Coke champ. I put the link in the comments if you want to come up and chat. Put the link in again. Place to vent. Greetings from Charlotte, North Carolina. What's good, Charlotte? Place to vent. How you doing? CJ, you say Terry Belly says he's 300 pounds, but his body says nope. Hey, he was all belly, nothing else. You could tell it was like a damn. They gave him a woman's pregnancy bodysuit. He almost without the boobs. Antoine Herring, you say situations can and do go left in a heartbeat. Keep in your circle small or roll. Rolling dolo is the grown man way to move out there in these streets. Hey, facts, man. You know, you already know. And like you say, Queens Nation. So I'm from Chicago. That's that big city. You already know, man. When you're younger, you want to go out with your friends and things, and that's fun and cool. But you don't really know how your friends act out in public under influences. And that's when you learn. Some of them like to fight, talk crazy, do stupid stuff. And, that's why they got gun permits. I go by myself, and hey, I don't have to, I ain't never had to pull nothing, shoot nothing, do nothing. But I don't need a big crew either. I got that equalizer. Anyway, say the baddest mofo right now. Who, show enough? You said Terry carrying Meat's son. Now that's funny. Carrying Meat's son. Poppy Malunda, what's good, Poppy Mulunda? You say, what's up, Jay? How you doing today, sir? I'm doing fine, man. I appreciate you for stopping by and coming through. Let's talk about this BMF now, y'all. Let me get back into it, then I'm going to get into the comments. What's up, Tonette? I'm glad you still found it. Yeah, you say you ain't get the notification, but I'm glad you found it too. And speaking of that, notifications, that's one reason I ask people to subscribe on Facebook and Instagram and all of that stuff. I need to put the QR codes up, make it easier for everybody. Man, I almost had the app in the App Store today, and this stuff, it's kind of complicated. So it pushed me back a little, but I'm going to get it done tonight or tomorrow. I'm getting this app in the App Store. Anyway, so tonight, BMF, we was talking about, we finally, with this finale, got to see the end of the Mexico stuff. And like I said on the video last night, I did like how it ended, and we finally got to see why they were beefing. I just would have liked to have known that sooner instead of waiting till the 10th episode. That was like a double finale, wasn't it? We finally get the big reveal of what happened in Mexico, and the rest of the story, which they could have did like a mid-season finale and let us see what happened with Mexico. But anyway, I did like how they did the story, although sitting in the back of that car and shooting and stuff. Both of them sides was bad shots or something. But somehow they got loco. But like I was saying on the first reaction video, they both were right in the sense of Terry and Meech. Terry was saying that they should be thinking about each other and forget about the plug. Let's get out of here. We brothers. We family. I'ma tell mama and everybody what happened to you. You dead in Mexico saving Loco. Like, that is a bad look. I ain't even gonna lie. So Terry was right. But at the same time, Meech was right. So it basically come down to who's more right, in my opinion. And I would say Terry's more right. But like I said, they both right. Meech said the plug come first. And if you thinking purely business, then that's cool. But I think that's being short-sighted with Meech, because say he saved the plug and Terry got killed. How would he feel? Would he feel it was all worth it? He'd be like, I'm gonna make sure BMF live forever in Terry's name. Like, I don't want that. I'd rather just live. Don't give me no damn tributes. Give me life. You know, what you want, a statue or you want to live? So if it was anybody else, a foot soldier with him, hey, you was expendable, straight up. But you know, your brother, and they actual brothers. They don't have a 20-year separation or different mothers and fathers and barely grew up together or been through, like, they've been through it all. Same mother, same father, grew up in the same house, same everything. So they really is womb to the tomb. So with that, that's why I don't agree with Meech on that and with Loco. Now, this other thing that we saw this episode, CJ was talking about, and Dior had Dior the dog Terry pregnant too. So everybody talking about Terry pregnant and his belly, which, I mean, that damn belly. I said it looked like a woman pregnancy body or something they put on him. I mean, his belly looked nasty, to be honest. Not that if you fat, you look nasty. I mean, my belly damn near approaching Terry's size. It ain't, but to me it is big enough. My belly feels like his looks. That's how it feels to me. I had to drink some water for my belly. Anyway. So I ain't trying to diss big bellies, but they ain't necessarily the cutest thing around there. But anyway, we learned that the little bottle girl, the little, you know, if it is true, it is true. And sometimes relationships, you never know. You may meet somebody, she was the bottle girl, you all have a kid on the way. Could have been a great woman, could have been a beautiful thing. Y'all met, a match made in Hennessy. You know what I mean? Hennessy privilege, my bad. Hennessy privilege. Match made in Hennessy privilege. And, maybe it work out. But we see the little random bottle girl jump off that he got with because she basically didn't put him under no pressures. She's pregnant and about to have his baby. So we see basically that that's his mama that he talking to, and she's playing his mama and pregnant with him. So we see that although that's what's happening with that, it looked like Terry the one more pregnant than anybody else. He looked more pregnant than little Nicole was, which they left on a hang cliff, aka cliffhanger, that Boone shot up that restaurant. Who got hit? What happened? I want to know. Mama put on the fur. Did Mama get shot? Did Nikki or the baby or Worm? Or what about Breeze? Wait, is his name Breeze? I done got talking about damn Breeze and Power so much I be tweaking. But what if one of them got killed? He said, I'm about to call from in the shower. You can take your time, man. Ain't no rush. You ain't gotta get it wet. Baby and Kenny, you say Terry got a stress belly. Markeisha and business woes. Man, I think I got a stress belly. Because I didn't gain any weight the first 3 years. And it wasn't as bad the first 3 years for me. But it just slowly got worse and worse and worse and so much. And man, I got a stretched belly now. It got stretched out. Big worm, big worm. He got popped. Big worm. So, and Tonette, you right, man. Markeisha is the reason Meech and Terry fell out way before Loco come in the picture. She caused the division, not Loco. You know what? I'm agree with you on that. And I may have been that person like Meech at one time with a friend, being upset that they with him. But I didn't, I don't know, man. I think my friend stole my girl. She wasn't my girl, but I don't know. She could have been, but I didn't really want her. But when I fell asleep, they did some things, and I woke up like, oh hell no. You did what? Anyway, I don't understand. Well, with me, like I say, I wasn't like that so much because it wasn't like I was trying to get married or we had a business or nothing. But with Terry and Meech, I think Meech hating on Terry for messing with her. I think it was more about just pure him messing with her before the Boom thing came into play and the drama. He never liked her. Meech never liked her. Never liked her. And I think Meech probably low key was jealous of Terry having Lawana and the kids already and kind of taking it for granted. In my opinion, it's kind of low key if you think about it. it seemed like he more was hating about that than because she was bad for business. Now she did become bad for business, which made it easier to hate on her. And hey, I don't think anybody could disagree after she was bad for business that they should cut it out. But yeah, she definitely he definitely ain't never liked her. That's the truth right there. So Hotspot Network, you say, I'm glad Hoop survived. He was solid. He was solid. And I like how he came and talked to Meech on the side, like, hey, man, I'm just trying to do my part, but I don't want no beef with either of y'all. I'm loyal to both of y'all, such and such. Um, so, and Meech, he listened and stuff. So that's cool. I got my man Damian Kinney on the line. What's good, brother?
Hey Jay,
Hey,
can you hear
man.
me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to hear you, man. How you been?
I'm fine, man. How you?
I'm all right. I'm hanging in there.
Shoot, what I commented earlier, that song Shame is by
Yeah.
Evelyn Champagne King.
Okay. I ain't
It,
familiar with her.
it's also the backdrop, the theme song of that movie, A Low Down Dirty Shame.
Oh, okay. That's what I was singing then. I thought it was Fame. I changed it up and said Fame, but it was Shame. Doom, 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 that song.
Yeah,
Okay. I was tweaking, man. I'm getting old. Sometimes I second guess myself.
we both are.
No, right? Yeah. So what you think about this finale, man? I know you've been a big fan of the BMF show. So how you think this finale went?
It was exciting. I think it was the best episode so far. Only because of the ends getting tied up and things like that. Shoot. Markeisha, this was the last straw with Markeisha. I
You
mean,
ain't lying.
she I can see she's hurt, you know what I'm saying? But she's been through worse. And the way she was whining and crying, talking about F your brother, that's his brother.
Right.
When she
Yeah, I
said that,
know,
my mind went back to the hotel. Remember when they was running from a old Haitian dude?
right? Yeah.
And the first thing she gonna say, I don't take orders from you, Meeks. He said,
Right.
okay. When you get capped and never see your kids again, don't blame me.
Hey, for real. And at this point, I agree with you that should be the last straw. You messing with her got their whole family shot up, whatever. We don't know if anybody got hit, but that's too close for comfort. If I was messing with a female and she got my spot shot up like that, we breaking up.
But she's his weakness. She's his weakness.
That's
And to see it next, I hope there is another season. Cause Terry gonna be flipping. Cause I believe he ain't gonna like old boy that's with Luana.
right,
He wasn't tripping before because she was single.
right.
But now she got somebody new, he gonna be like, well, who around my kids and this, that, and the other.
Uh-huh.
The women just squash their beef, but the
Right.
men's beef, they jump from the start up.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And sometimes, like you said, because she was single, he probably was taking it for granted, not realizing what he passed up on. And he see this little pretty boy all up on her and loving her. He like, yeah, he got up with that big old belly, like, what's your name? Yeah.
And
So,
shoot, and
yeah,
shoot, man, he got the money holding the money. This dude close to her. So I mean, I can't blame him if he tripped. Cause he got her on a lot of things he wouldn't put Markeisha on.
man, you be throwing in a little good knowledge in there, man. She holding his money. And what if dude is a scammer or find out, or she start taking money and spending it on dude? I mean, that could be a problem. You ain't lying right there. I would, man. If
I
I
don't
was
think
Terry, I'd be thinking about it too. He need to go and get a safety deposit box or something.
I don't think that she would spend the money on anybody but the kids. If that,
Yeah.
maybe a couple of hundred here, a couple of hundred there. But if he finds out that she has access to so much, what is he gonna do?
Yeah, and women sometimes, man, they'll
Can't
break
hold
out.
water.
Yeah, pay something, do something for him, trying to be nice, talking about I was gonna put it back or I was gonna do this or that. Oh,
Or
but
she'll get, or they'll have an argument. She'll get frustrated with him, and she'll say something that her boyfriend will hear. Well, I'm
yeah,
holding this, and I'm Lord, and I'm in now. You gonna talk to me like you holding what now?
right.
He
Yeah,
might not say it, but he thinking it.
yeah, that's a good question right there. Good point. Yeah. Judah Music, he say, yo, check out Markeisha or Tonisha, the first lady of BMF story on BET. You ever saw their story, Markeisha story? I ain't even
Nah, I
know.
didn't. I didn't know about it until the show,
I didn't either.
and
I
then something going back to the first episode when they house got raided by
yeah,
Bryant and
yeah,
Leslie Jones.
yeah.
T was upstairs going through his clothes,
Right.
and he saw a picture of Markeisha and froze.
Uh-huh. Which made me think she was probably dead. But I guess not if she made a BMF show. The first ladies of BMF story. Yeah. But speaking of the ladies of BMF, what do you think about Mama? And now that she finally alone, got everything she wanted, and now she miserable. What do you think may be in store for her? Now she don't have the church anymore. I mean, what do you think her story, what's gonna happen with her? You think she gonna find a new man?
I do, I do. I think she's gonna go back to the first church she was in. They ain't give her no problems or whatever. And
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Pastor Swift, I don't know if he was trying to hit on her or not, but
He would have hit that.
Pastor Swift, he needs somebody to help bring folks in.
Right.
She's like that, and shoot, who knows if they're gonna be giving her money like that? They never were giving her money like that in the first place. The
No,
reason she had that money because she took it from Nicole.
exactly. Exactly.
So she might not have a problem with her first church.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now we saw this episode. B Mickey and Lamar bite the dust. Two people that's still alive in real life. But hey, as far as the show go, they probably needed to go. They did too much and was getting away with too much. How do you think it played out though? I kind of like how they made it where once again, Meech and Terry get somebody taken out the game, but they didn't exactly do it. So can't say they did it. But what do you think about how it went down with Bryant coming to finish the deal with B Mickey and everything? I mean, I like how they wrote it, but I like to hear your perspective on that.
I don't know. On one end, Brian could have wanted revenge for his son because he blamed everybody but himself.
Right.
On another end, it could have been he forced him because he did have that girl hostage. It could have been he forced him. For Brian's sake, you know what I'm saying? Who he got besides who
He
the
ain't
dude
got
he got?
nobody.
He
Yeah,
only got one dude. He only got one dude out the whole organization.
right. Talking to him.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm saying the dude he arrested, the one that stayed down, didn't say nothing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
And that's
But
who B Mickey shot you talking about?
no. I'm talking about the dude that was with me at the airport when they
Oh
swerved them.
yeah.
I'm talking about that dude, he stayed down, didn't say nothing.
Right.
Took
Duffy
took
got
his son.
yeah. Yep.
That's the only dude that Brian got. How
Yeah.
long you how long you think people just gonna take him not bringing people in and body dropping, body dropping, body dropping?
Yeah, that's true. Cause they had a new guy task force. Looked like old Michael Chiklis,
Yes,
from
sir.
the Shield. Was that
Yeah,
him?
that was him.
Wow. I was like, this dude looked like Michael Chiklis.
The
I looked
first
it
one.
up on the thing, but they didn't have it listed yet. You know, sometimes they don't put it on BMF on IMDb. I mean, I didn't even look
Yeah.
at the credits. Was he in the credits?
I can't remember.
Okay.
But he had speaking lines, so I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure he did. He
yeah.
is in the credits.
Right.
But
They
that's him, man. If it's not him, that's his dang twin.
probably
So I
I
believe
know,
it's
right?
him.
The
Michael
shield.
Chiklis, that was the modern day, that was the first modern day thing from the
Uh,
Fantastic Four.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
the first modern day thing.
Uh-huh.
He
His
fit the
show,
profile too.
he do. His show, The Shield, was real popular. I never watched it, but I know some people that loved it. And
Yeah, I watched some of it.
yeah, he was good.
Yeah, I was late. I was late to the bus on it, but
Okay.
it was real good.
Yeah,
I
well,
believe it's still on Hulu. It's on Hulu.
okay, I might check it out. I don't know if I still got my Hulu, but we see he come in and now he putting a little oversight on Brian and more pressure. He talking about you dropping all these homeboys.
I just
Uh
said it.
yeah, we ain't seeing no progress like you said. So there's only gonna be but so much time he gonna have. Now maybe they get something with Meech because that's when he told them that it was a brawl at the Platinum Palace or whatever, and they rolled out. But if they don't land something with this, which they probably don't, because Meech didn't, I think he got
That's
away.
the feds. You know, the feds don't. The feds, they want results, not bodies. So if the feds not gonna take it, how long you think the city of Atlanta gonna take it?
No,
What I
right?
think gonna happen to him, I think Brian gonna let something happen to him, and that's how Brian gonna be promoted.
Uh, yeah, because he did let his other partner get took hurt, get took out. So Brian is dirty like that.
You mean when they raided the airport?
Hmm.
That's what you're talking about.
Well, no, it wasn't his partner chasing somebody and got killed or stabbed or something.
Which one, a male partner?
Yeah,
Think so. That dude that hit the guy with the car.
yeah,
That
yeah,
partner.
yeah.
I can't remember what happened to them.
I can't remember either, but I remember
But
he got hit or something. Something happened to him.
I don't think he intentionally let that happen. I think with that Fed, he's gonna intentionally let something happen to him so he can cover up whatever he messing up, and that's how he gonna get the promotion.
Mhm. So Net, she brought in a good point. I can't remember this, but she said that Miss Lucille did have a problem with the first church. They blamed her for Darius getting taken out by Lamar because of Nicole dodging Meech security. Remember? I don't remember that part.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember the church being upset. They could have, but
Yeah,
I thought the whole thing was that they didn't like the boys were dealing drugs. Everybody knew they were dealing drugs.
right.
But but Lucy, I think she gonna find a new dude. I think so. It's plenty of pookies in Detroit. And she got
That
an empty
is true.
house.
Yeah, and
You know,
I'm sure that mortgage ain't that expensive.
and you know what I'm saying? If she meets somebody she want, you know what they say about men? It
Hmm.
don't take two things to please a man. Both of them start with F.
From start with F.
Feed them and what?
Give
Keep one thing full
him
and the
a
other thing
fork.
empty.
Give him a fork and then feed him.
Yeah, keep one thing full and the other thing empty.
I like that. One thing full, the other empty. That's what Terry doing with Markeisha. She keeping that belly full. She still want that little wee wee though. Young Slim, he said, I don't like how B. Mickey White fell in love with Lamar after he had her daughter hostage. I wouldn't say she fell in love, but I agree. I don't like how she cared so much about him so fast, feeling bad because what he told her that he B. Mickey took out Kato. I can get that she feels differently about B. Mickey knowing that, but because you told me that, I'm not gonna start loving you now. You know,
Man,
so.
you know that old saying, man.
mm,
Sympathy for the devil.
So you think she had sympathy? She had a little what Munchausen? What they call it? Not Munchausen. Uh,
Stockholm.
Stockholm. There you go. Stockholm syndrome.
But people do have sympathy for the devil.
That is true. That is
People
true. It's
people
hard
make up
for most of us
people make
to.
up all kind of reasons to rationalize what happened in the Garden of Eden.
Right.
You know, people say, well, if that If that wasn't done, wouldn't be no need for anybody else. It'd just be them two. They were
Maybe.
perfect.
He
If
did
that
say
wasn't
people
done,
would
then men
multiply.
wouldn't know anything.
Well, that's how they look at it in a way that maybe we wouldn't have any knowledge, and so we'd be dumb like animals in the garden or something, so to speak. But I don't know. I don't know about that if I agree
But
with that.
that's the way people rationalize sympathy for the devil.
That
When you
is
run into
true.
somebody that's a Satanist, that's one of their tenets, or what they lean on.
That is true. They do believe that, which is, boy, people can make rationalizations of a lot of stuff, can't they? But
Hmm.
that is true. They do believe in that, which is crazy. But anyway, we see what else happened this episode. Meech and Terry Daddy moved to Atlanta. What you think gonna happen with him? He living in that big house. They going to Platinum Palace, although he about to probably have to deal with Meech in jail and probably worrying about that for the meantime. But how you think he gonna love his life in Atlanta now versus being in Detroit?
Man, it wasn't happening for Charles the way it could happen in Atlanta, especially around about that time when Atlanta was starting to become a hip hop hub.
Um,
Man, it's so much work for musicians. Charles was doing it before he got his hand hurt.
right,
Now, either way, Charles was gonna be gone because Lucille, she was only letting him stay in the house because he didn't have anywhere else to go. If he hadn't hurt his hand, he'd be making money, probably still be in Detroit by his own apartment,
right. Yeah,
and enough money to help Nicole with her arm stuff. So she was gonna be in the house by herself anyway.
yeah, that's a good point. And yeah, I'm sure he was ready to get up out of there anyway with that. But Lucille might have gave him some playback if he'd have stayed. But maybe she might have took out all
Maybe he
her
don't want that
frustrations on him.
anymore. Maybe
I
he don't
know.
want that anymore. He was on the
Right,
old girl, and who shut that down? She did.
right, right. And that's a good point, man. Sometimes a woman don't realize, but like the song "When a Woman Fed Up," but when the man fed up, you could be trying to throw it to him and he wouldn't want it. And that's something that women ain't used to, because women used to somebody, they go to the gas station and somebody want it. So
Hmm.
you right, he may not want it no more. So yeah, she pushed him too far. It's too far. But yeah, man, that's a good point. It's kind of sad that he probably didn't do much in the music world, considering that he did have some talent and that he was in Atlanta at the right place at the right time, right when in the 90s, right when everything in the 2000s was blowing up. And yeah, they got messed up in the game, because I think he started helping them with the car stuff, which that was kind of good that they showed how they were putting the cars together with the limos and stuff. And B Mickey, I guess that gave them the idea to move everything. And Tonette, she got a good point that I kind of wasn't thinking about, but to Young Slim point about B Mickey's woman loving Lamar, um, she didn't even want to have nothing to do with B Mickey funeral. And I don't know if that points so much to loving Lamar, but she
No,
damn sure didn't like B Mickey no more.
she didn't want to be part of that life. She didn't know who was gonna be at that funeral. Just like Lamar came after them for B Mickey. He didn't have no beef with them. They were just uh utility to get to be Mickey. So he didn't know who was gonna be at that funeral, who was plotting on what. She risked her life going to his funeral.
Right, right. Yeah, you're right. And then she seemed like a good woman, and
Hmm.
she didn't know who she was messing with. And she told him, "We got our daughter doing good. Leave it alone. Stop going for this." And he told me, "I got to finish what I started. I got to do this and that." And he want to take over BMF, and so bad. Look what it got him. So sometimes greed will get the best of you, and you ain't seeing fully what you should or could be doing with yourself, which, you know, for him, he had to end up biting the bullet, literally. So,
Mhm.
and so that's another good point about Lucille. She crushed Charles' spirit, and he was thinking about taking himself out the game, you know, which at that point, it's kind of hard to like that person again if they made you feel that low, made you feel that bad. You may just don't even want to be bothered with them no more. And I think that's part of her problem. And she pushed him that far where it's like he sees her and he probably starts to he probably want to throw up. So, you know, I remember we're hearing people say something like that, but it's like you just get sick to your stomach, you know, it's just like, oh my God, I don't want to see this part. Like, and so yeah, I think he's damn near to that point with her. And so you know, but I think she put herself in that position. Uh
No, I think he still cares for her. He tried to comfort her. You know what I'm saying? You'll
yeah,
be all
but he
right,
don't
Tony.
want to live with her no more. He don't want to see her hurt. But I think as far as getting back together, yeah, maybe he don't feel as bad as I'm saying. Maybe you got a good point. Because I
Yeah,
would
he
have.
he told her, "You been through worse. You'll get through this." And like I said myself, she's not alone. Nicole's still in Detroit. She just got her own place.
Right. That's true. So, you know, it's like she's strong, whatever. So there it is. Um, what else went down this episode, man? Let me think. We had Meech with the party, and that's how it ended. Um, what do you think about Terry moving to Cali when Meech trying to be close to the Cali plug, but then Terry going there to be in Cali? So Meech and Terry like kind of having a beef because what Meech want to be the face of BMF. Terry don't want to listen. He told Hoop after this, you know, F Meech, we about to do our own thing. Hoop don't want to do that. They pulling him in the middle of this stuff. I mean, why you think this is happening? How this beef and Markeisha? You think Markeisha is the devil whispering in Terry's ear? Because all them things like F your brother, come here for me and do this and that and what we could do. And yeah. And another thing I meant to bring up last night that I really did not like when she said this. She like, yeah, we gotta step our game up and we gotta keep up with the other dealers. And you know that's important to me. Like what? She's a gold digger.
She just tipping her hand. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Boom wouldn't let her do that. Boom wouldn't let her do that.
No.
Terry
No.
will let her do whatever as long as you get results. Terry he just whipped like that, and he gonna let her do whatever. But she attract more trouble than she
Yes.
brings the benefit. So he has to learn that.
Yep.
And she's not forcing Terry to do anything. She's not telling him anything that he doesn't want to hear. When you down with somebody, especially somebody that you're in love with, you don't care what nobody else got to say.
Yeah. I mean, I
It's a
don't know, man. Maybe I never been in
it's a
love.
story in the Bible.
What's the
Dude was
story?
riding along and his donkey saw an angel in the road with his sword out. The donkey could see him. He couldn't.
Okay.
The donkey done ran him into a wall, then made him fall off, everything. He pick up a stick and smack the donkey in the head and say, "What you do that to-" And the donkey said, "What you do that to me for? Ain't you been riding me for years? I ever act like that before?" The man talked back to the donkey and said, "No, you ain't never done that before." Then he saw the angel. He said, you know your donkey just saved your life."
So the moral of the story is what?
The moral of the story is you hard headed, but that's what you want. He wanted to get down that road, right? But
Right.
that donkey had to stop him. So
Mm.
you have to learn from what you go through. Markeisha is not
Story.
the best person for you. Nobody likes her but you. But you have to learn your own lessons.
That's true. That's true, man. And sometimes it take a while, unfortunately, man. I know I'm going through that with somebody, and no matter what I say or whatever, their mind is made up. They think they know everything, got it all figured out. It's nothing I can say or do. So I just got to leave it alone, man, because sometimes people got to see for themselves, you know.
Step to the side. If they ask you for help, they go through something, ask you for help them, and then you move away again.
Yep,
You
that's
step
true.
in, step out.
Yep.
That's the
Um,
easiest thing in the world to do is let somebody go. That's
now,
the easy thing.
and sometimes some people think it's hard, but
It's
that's
easy.
because they're trying to keep something you really never had. Nobody can keep or have anybody. It's only because that person choose to be there that they even there or going with it to begin with. But the moment they change their mind, and you can scream, cry, do whatever, fight. If they ready to go, they ready to go. Ain't nothing you can do. So, one thing with Terry, he ain't understanding that yet, and we saw he still had that picture. So who knows? Maybe he's still after that shootout and shot up at the family. I don't know if we stay together. You know,
Maybe he wised up, but he still missed her. It wasn't another one like her because he couldn't go back to Lawana. But Lawana told him a few episodes ago, if you looking to get that done, no, we ain't doing that no more.
right, right. That's true. So yeah, that's a good point. He may be he crazy, man. I don't know if I could go through all that deep, but like you say, with love something else. So that's why
Yeah,
some
he
people
messed
call
up.
it a drug. It's like a drug, man.
It is.
Man. Teflon Twan, he said Lamar said I'm not crazy. My mom said I'm just misunderstood.
I want to know what happened to his mother. Did he do something to his mother?
I know, right? The way he talk about it, it seemed like he probably did, huh?
Man, he killed his cousin over a damn dog.
Blackie. Then he had a little stuffed Blackie. This is Blackie. Yeah,
The
man.
only somebody that had his back. But
Yeah,
he does that, man. He killed his baby's mama.
I know, right? And
Mm,
what's crazy is I'm sad to see him go. Now, not because he was a beloved character in a good way, but he
but
was
he
a
pop.
beloved character as in it keep the pot stirring, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah,
so yeah, I would hate him in my life in real life. I would hate to have him messing around, lurking around, somebody like that doing that. But for the show, yeah, keep it entertaining. And he was probably the best actor on the show, damn near.
yeah. He's a Brit.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
they can control their accent, turn it on, turn it off.
Yeah, he's very talented, and yeah, he did a damn good job playing Lamar on this show. And
And
so,
he wasn't a total evil person. He didn't do anything to the child. He he wouldn't even let her go inside. He kept her in the. Did he have her tied up in the hearse, or did he just have her sitting there?
the girl was sitting there, but the mom was tied up, I think.
Okay, so he didn't do nothing to the child.
Right. Well,
And the reason the mother went without no resistance is because she had to know, she had to take care of her child. She had to be in her child's presence and make sure she was all right. That's why she went with no resistance.
right. And she probably didn't want to have her girl start worrying and crying and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think she should
Mm-hmm.
have tried to get out that car better than what she was doing. She should have tried the damn back door first. I don't know why she trying to go through the windows and all that first. That was crazy. And also, I know it's a 1 hour episode, but that whole kidnapping, driving to another place, I never liked that part of the story because like they gonna be hungry, they gonna have to use the bathroom multiple times. You can't go from Detroit to Atlanta with one fill up and no food,
But he probably been stalking them. And just like
which is why I'm
you were
wondering why
saying,
they didn't escape or something or kick out a
yeah, he
window.
probably had that limousine, he probably had that hearse stocked up You know what I'm saying? Then to get a little refrigerator and a little cooler and have some snacks,
He
just
might
like an
have had
on
a
the road driver.
right. That's possible. He could have had a cooler or something, or just got a few snacks or a bag of chips or something.
Mm.
He probably ain't get too sophisticated and make a picnic basket, but
No, stack the thing up so you have enough to get down there with no stops, a few stops, just like an
right.
on the road driver. And
Yeah, it's possible.
he knew he was gonna take them, and they had to eat. He know he wasn't gonna kill the child.
Yeah, and see, with these type of shows, it's you have to leave some to imagination. I get it. It's only 1 hour. You can't give every detail, so that's possible. But it's a lot. But
Hmm.
anyway, um, overall, what would you rate this finale, man, for this season of BMF?
I give it a 10. I give it a 10 for the cliffhanger, for the elements, for tying things up. You know what I'm saying? I get a 10.
Yeah, I agree. It was the best episode of the season. One of the best episodes of the show history so far. Although I'd have to do some thinking as far as where I would rank it, but it was a good one. And I like how the cliffhanger and everything and how it ended as well. And what do you think? You think it's gonna be another season, or 50 gonna shelve it?
I want him to be another season. 50 got his own little thing going on in Louisiana with his
Oh
studio.
yeah, I heard about that. I forgot all about that. He did get a studio, and it was like an old base or something, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Same thing with Tyler Perry. Tyler
and
Perry, his studio was an old base.
Cat Williams too.
Cat Williams got a studio?
Yeah, Cat Williams bought a studio, an old base, and it's in, I want to say, Georgia.
Could be. We got so many bases that closed down over here. Could
Yeah,
be decommissioned.
I didn't know that it was that many big army bases in Georgia.
Yes. It's about three big ones.
Mm, I guess
One
what?
in Atlanta, one in Savannah, and then it's another one in Americas.
I guess people, what? They don't need as much bases or what? Oh,
No, they've been doing that. They've been doing that since the Clinton administration.
mm,
Slowly but surely. It started with the Clinton administration, and it was dang near done by the end of the Bush administration. Not the yeah, W. Bush.
okay.
By the end of his administration, his second term, it was dang near done.
Mm,
Closing those basements for updated sake or money's sake.
right.
Whatever they closed, they just went somewhere and built another one.
Mm, that makes sense, I guess, a little bit. They making money off the public charging for it. Say, Cat Williams is establishing a movie studio called Kemet Movie Works in Alabama, Anniston,
Mm.
Alabama, transforming a former military base into film production hub. Studio is expected to bring new opportunities for students at nearby Jacksonville State University and filmmakers, as well as elevate the university's national profile.
And Alabama need that money.
He got a 117-acre former military base. It's 30 buildings and 3 million square feet of indoor space. That's huge. 30 buildings. Cat Williams, when you get 117 acres, it's already 30 buildings on there. He could live there. They got everything. I saw him in an interview talking about it. They got everything. He could live there. They could live there. Like he could make
Tyler
that a
Perry
home.
live on his property.
Yeah, but I mean, when I say live there, because truth be told, you could live in your car. But I mean, live there as in it's a hospital. You can have your hospital. You can have a grocery store. You can have a gym. You can have a workout community. Everything that you would need to live your life. You can have your own community. 117, 30 building. You can have your family move there. They're not on top of you.
That's
Like
what it is. Bootsy, the rapper Bootsy, he got
yeah, see,
property.
his Boosie Estates is
Yeah, he
smaller
got
though.
property down here.
Ah, okay.
He
Boosie
got
Estates, don't get me wrong, I ain't hating. It's nice and it's got property. But you can see those buildings. with 117 acres, it's buildings you can't see.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see 117 acres away. You know what I mean? I forget the direct amount a person line of sight what they can see, but you got buildings on your property you don't even see.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about that. And they could be big buildings. Whereas, like most people that got land, like Bootsy, don't get me wrong, better than me doing he building buildings for his family. He doing good, but you can
Mm-hmm.
see all of that. And 130 buildings, 30 buildings. Just
Boosie got
think
a
about
house for each child.
it.
Each child got their own house.
And then with 117 acres, you got plenty of room to build and add stuff.
Mm-hmm. But
So,
what that means is Cat got to stay sober and got to stay by their business so he can keep it.
mhm. Before we get up out of here, I'm going to go on and end on this last comment from my boy, Young Slim, which I agree with you, Slim, but also I kind of got to give a little pushback. And this is what Slim said. He said, oh, Tender D and Terry, tender stick, let his baby mama bring her new boo to his wing bar, LOL. Okay, as men, that's a problem. I ain't gonna lie. But also, I'm kind of old school in the thing. I never let them see me sweat. I try not to, at least. So if I was upset, I would have kind of probably handled it like Terry did internally more. What's your name? Who you do? Or something like that. Because you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to seem jealous and create a scene. Then you look bad, your girl Markeisha there, and you what, mad that she doing this or that? But also, what would have made me mad, I would have been a lot cooler. And when I say mad, I'm talking about internal. I wouldn't have said or did too much outwardly on this. But because when you come to women, you got to be careful. She could be doing this to get a rise out of him. Maybe hoping dude knock him out or something. Who knows? Terry belly too big. You can't be fighting no more when your belly big. So that dude looked like he would have whooped Terry ass, man.
And that's stress belly, man. That's
For real.
Markeisha. That's Markeisha. And that's the business.
Yep. Yep.
All that going around in the midsection.
For real. And so what would have tipped me though is when he came kissing all in my face with her. I'd have been like, hey y'all, come on now. Like I wouldn't be tonguing down or kissing Markeisha in front of Luana. That would have been messed up.
But
He
see,
he has brought Markeisha around a couple times and made her feel bad. So that was her way of bringing her person around and making him feel bad. So he got to play. There's a lot of mental Jedi mind tricks, going
yeah.
on. So you got to actually play it off as in, oh, I don't care. So now she can't know that she actually got you and made you mad.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to play it the opposite. I know it's a lot, but
But oh boy, you never know. He could be undercover. You never know.
he looked like a cop. I seen him from something else.
That's Diamond from P Valley.
Ah,
And,
that's it, man. You know what, man?
and he been in Harlem. He been in that Amazon show Harlem with Megan.
Nah, I ain't seen that. I ain't even heard of that. But Diamond from P Valley. But people back in the day would say, I don't remember your name, but I do remember your face from someplace or whatever. I used to remember a person's name and face like
Tyler
that.
Lepre.
Huh?
His name is Tyler Lepre. He was
Yeah,
in Harlem, the Amazon show Harlem with Megan Good and P Valley.
I never even heard of that Harlem show, but I do remember him as Diamond from P Valley. And when I saw him, I'm like, I know this dude. Like this face from someplace. That is how my mind is starting to work more now.
Let
I
me ask you,
can't
Jay.
remember a name unless I've like interacted with you.
Let me ask you. Now, P Valley, they third season been taped since last year. They on the way back sometime into the next year. You gonna be on it?
Oh yeah, I'm got to see how that go. Even though Uncle Clifford crazy and different stuff, but P Valley, they had a lot of legal stuff going on with the show, and I think even Uncle Clifford sued the show or something.
I don't know if he sued. I know Nikki. Her
The,
name is Nikki something. Nikki
the
Gilbert.
writer.
Nikki Gilbert. She said that concept was hers, and she
Okay.
sued. So she hasn't won it, but she sued it, and she didn't get the verdict she wanted recently. I don't
Mhm.
know if she's coming back, but she might be.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
said
She was
Katori
saying
Hall
it was a
snatched it from
stripper.
her.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nikki Gilbert said Katori Hall snatched it from her.
Yeah, man. I don't know what happened with that per se, but I know in the business world, boy, there do be some business going down that can be a gray area sometimes. So, you never know. But what you saying, you did refresh my memory that yeah, she I believe used to be a stripper and she wrote the story similar to this, and then Katori Hall, who I don't think ever was a stripper, did write this story that's similar to what a stripper that was down in the valley wrote. I don't
Yeah,
know the details. I ain't been in the court case, so I'm not gonna say what is what, because it's always something like this happen with almost every successful show,
yeah.
which also can be kind of weird too. Is every successful show something taken from somebody else? That's conspiracy theorists, but
See, I don't know if they knew each other or not, but
you don't have to
Nikki,
know a person though.
but Nikki
Like,
Gilbert is saying the elements of the story are too similar.
right, because in Hollywood and in those circles, scripts can float around. And so I can have my script floating around out there, meaning that you give it to a couple people and then they pass it to people and pass it to people and pass. And so you never know. Sometimes it'll get picked up that way, or sometimes somebody can read it and take elements of your script, redo it, and then next thing you know, you sitting at home thinking, oh well, my project never got picked up, and then here come a show on TV that's similar to yours, and you be like, oh hell no. you
Yeah,
know. So, and maybe they did it on purpose, maybe they didn't. You don't really have enough attorneys and lawyers, and they do, and it's like, oh my goodness.
and
So,
I recall a story of a black man. He had something to do with the Terminator franchise.
man, I wouldn't put it past. I mean, every the black
And,
woman wrote the Matrix allegedly.
yeah, and what happened with him is over the last 10 years, he's just not getting his share of that money. But he had to go through the court process and prove that he had something to do with that. And the studios were like, okay, fine. So now he's getting all that money from the franchise. He's getting a percentage of all that money from the Terminator franchise. And he has to be included in any Terminator related dealings
Right.
because he's
That's his
credited
stuff.
as a creator.
Right. James Cameron made a few billion off the Terminator franchise. And that came out in like 1984.
Hmm.
That was 40 years ago. He just not getting some money on that. Damn, man. They'll wait till you die before they pay you. And another thing with the movie business, before we go, thank God I haven't experienced this, but I ain't been in it enough to know. But they say a lot of these people say that no movie ever make money. They always got the little accountant to show they didn't recoup their losses, or they didn't make this back, or they didn't do this and that, which I'm sure that's got to be frustrating. You hear a movie like Marvel make $1 billion on a movie, and then they telling people, oh, we didn't get our profits back, so we can't pay
Hmm.
you this percentage yet.
Hmm.
Like what? So anyway, hey man, I'm glad you came up. It's always good to talk to you, man, and appreciate you in the comments and the support all the time, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Jay. I mean, it's entertaining from the first day I saw it.
Hey, well, I appreciate it. I'm glad to hear that, man. I try to be a little entertaining, but I'm just being myself. But also, I like to, share and bring out a little knowledge and all that. So I'm glad, we all in the same boat and enjoy it and have a good time. I like talking with everybody as well. So um, I'm glad that y'all came through. I almost ain't make it tonight, but I'm like, no, I gotta get it. I didn't do the live comments last night. I was tired, but my mom, she came back. She was supposed to come back tomorrow and came back today, and that threw my schedule off, man. I barely got a little hour or two of nap in. Otherwise, I'd have been about to pass out on the screen over here.
Mm.
So
Hey, let me ask, what we on next? What show we on next?
that's a good one. So they did announce that Force is going to be on November 7th, but that's like 3 months from now, 2 months from now, 3 months. So that is a good one. I've been watching a lot of Netflix different things, but I don't know, man.
Jay,
CJ was telling me about a show called Smoke. I still ain't seen it yet. I
what
need to go
what
check.
platform is on?
Oh man, I done forgot. Let me see. Let me look right quick.
Look, Jay,
But
if I got to tell you anything,
what's
you got
up?
to look at AMC. If you got AMC or AMC Plus, you got to look at Anne Rice Interview with the Vampire.
I heard about that. Might be good. It's got the black dude as the vampire, right?
Great Grey Worm. Grey Worm is
Oh,
is
what?
Grey Worm from Game of Thrones. He is Louis. They
What?
they
Great work.
DuPont Dulac. Louis DuPont Dulac. He
Yeah.
was played by Brad Pitt in the movie, but
Right. Right.
Jacob Anderson is playing him in the series.
Uh, you got me wanting to check it out now with Great
Watch the
Worm.
first season, man.
It threw me
Binge
off
watch the
because he
first
got a
season.
wig on, and I didn't recognize him.
Who?
Grey Worm.
That's his hair.
Oh, it is. He grew his hair out, huh?
Yeah, that's his hair.
Oh shit! I said a wig. Ah, it looked like a wig with that long ponytail or whatever.
Oh, what are
Oh,
you
they
looking at?
permed his hair.
What are you looking at?
This is Smoke. This is what
Oh,
CJ was telling me about. It's on Apple
okay,
Plus.
okay. I was thinking about Interview with the Vampire.
Oh no, I thought it was showing on the screen, man. It's not showing on the screen. My bad. No, what I'm talking about is Interview with the Vampire with his hair. I thought his hair was long when I saw the picture.
No, it's not long. It's the Stack has long hair.
Okay.
Sam, I think
This
I
is
don't know
Smoke.
his last
What
name,
I
but
was
the dude
showing.
that
I
plays
thought.
the Stack, his name is Sam,
Mhm.
and Louis is Jacob.
Louis. Louis. Interview with a Vampire is one of my favorite movies, though. That is a good movie, man.
But the series is so developed. It's real good.
I'm
And I
sure
mean
because they got more time.
they got Claudia. Claudia's in it. Claudia a little bad.
She's a black girl.
Yeah, she's mixed. I ain't
They
gonna
made
go
them
too
all
far
black.
into it. I ain't gonna
Well,
go too far into it, but there are two Claudias.
let me ask you this: Are they still in the same time period, or are they in modern time,
Yeah.
or is it
Then they
the
start
older?
in the same time period, and as it goes on, it moves into the future.
I think it's hard to be black and make it for 300 years in that time period, and nobody noticed. But look at
But Claudia, the first Claudia, she quit to go to school, and they got another Claudia. That's the second one.
oh, they changed actresses. You
Hmm.
saying? Oh, okay. Huh.
The
I'm gonna have to
first
check this
Claudia,
out.
the first Claudia, her name is Bailey.
The Immortal Saga returns. This was a great movie, though. I think a lot of people slept on it. I think Tom Cruise. This was the first movie where I saw Tom Cruise as like a really good actor. I'm not saying that I thought he was a bad actor, but when I saw this, I was like, damn. he did a really good job in that. Like, and he wasn't the star of the movie either, which I didn't even know he was in the movie. I don't think they advertised it as at first. They didn't. Maybe they did. I don't know. But
See, I can't remember either. I just know it was a. I'm used to Tom Cruise doing it because Tom Cruise had that movie with Penelope Ford and Cameron Diaz.
doing what? As a vampire?
No, this movie was he was a rich man who had a disfiguring accident. So he had himself put in
Oh,
suspended animation and he was
that's
living in a
Penelope.
dream world.
Yeah, you talking about Penelope Cruz.
Yeah.
And
And
that
Cameron
was,
Diaz with
yeah,
Tom
but
Cruise.
she was crazy. You talking about Vanilla Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the movie I saw him be a diverse actor in.
You know, I slept on Vanilla Sky. I didn't see that till almost 20 years later.
Yeah. And
And
you
I
know
didn't
that
know about it.
movie in one of them scenes, he went from being in bed with Cameron Diaz to smothering her.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
And,
dope movie. Don't get me wrong.
and
I
he
like
didn't,
it.
he thought he was living his actual life.
Right.
That was him when he was running around talking about tech support, tech
Right.
support.
Right. Yeah, that was
That's
crazy.
that's
One
the
of the
movie I
things,
noticed him as an actor.
yeah, one of the people that put me on to that movie was Kanye West, actually. Because I never heard of it. I ain't gonna say he put me on like we know each other, but he had a song about Through the Wire. And he was like, I didn't know if I looked like Tom Cruise in Vanilla Sky. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what is he talking about? Man, I didn't even hear about that movie. That was during the time of me moving here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I lost a lot of information. But anyway, that's a dope movie. If anybody ain't seen Vanilla Sky, that is a really good movie. It really make you think. And yeah, the ending is crazy. I ain't gonna spoil it, but yeah.
But please check out Interview with a Vampire, the TV series. There's so much to talk about in that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a new season coming with that too.
Yeah, I think they done with the second season, but the first season was so good.
Mm. Oh, they only have 2 seasons.
Well, you know
16 episodes.
how everything went with the writer's strike and all. They probably working on the third season, but I haven't looked it up on Wikipedia yet.
I'm looking right now. It says it's coming in 2026.
The third season?
Yeah, season
Okay.
3, episode 1, 2026. So,
Yeah, that's a good show, man.
mhm. Well, all right, fam, man. You have a good weekend. I
You
appreciate
too.
you coming through, man. And everybody that's watching and stuck to the end, I appreciate y'all for coming, sticking through, watching and supporting and everything, man. And everybody have a good weekend also, man.
Night all.
Deuces, y'all. Peace. Be safe out there.